I'm being harassed for no reason. Hey, what's going on with you? Let me get a wine-flavored black and mild.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, quit digging your pants.
No, I got to pay for what I'm supposed to purchase. You not my father.
What did I say?
You not my father, and you harassed me for no reason.
I'm not, because you jaywalk.
You made this
That's
up.
called jaywalk.
Use
a crosswalk.
A crosswalk?
Yeah, you have to use crosswalk.
You came all the way into this store for a crosswalk?
Yeah, I did, jaywalking. What's your name?
Millen. It's about what your name
What's
is.
your name? You got an ID on you? I'm gonna tell you right now, quit putting your hands in your pants.
Y'all take Apple Pay?
Yeah. No, he's not paying right now until I'm done with him.
Look like a
What's your name?
None of your business. I didn't do anything illegal.
What's your name?
None of your business.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Quit putting your hands in your pocket. I'm not gonna tell you again. You understand me?
Well, you the one on camera, bro. You got
That's
me
fine.
on camera. I
told you to quit
camera.
putting your hands in your pocket.
For what? What you afraid of?
I don't know what's in your pocket.
I don't know what you high on.
Guys, this video is insane. And it's insane because it has so many different factors to it. I mean, you have insane cop losing his mind, absolutely using excessive force. Then you have a citizen standing up to the tyrant. Then you add in some of the best police trolling I think I've ever seen ever, and I thought I was pretty damn good at it. Let me break it down to you. Some unhinged, overweight, and overinflated ego Tulsa police officer with the last name Million catches a guy jaywalking. Now, I gotta be honest. I don't think jaywalking should be a crime. There is no victim. No one gets hurt. It's just a way for the city of Tulsa and almost every other city, town, and township nationwide to collect and generate revenue. But it's not like this guy saw a crosswalk and decided to just walk in the middle of the street. There was actually no crosswalk near him. And let me preface by stating I don't think that anyone should be made fun of by not having teeth. But this cop is in his late 20s, huge gut, no teeth. I mean, this is the very best that Tulsa has to offer. And I know Tulsa's bad because I went there and filmed myself. I was with Ron Durbin and James Freeman. Here's a clip.
That's who my brothers and sisters went and fought and died for, trash like that. That's why veterans kill themselves in large drove numbers, because our elected officials are a joke.
Filings, and go after the last 10 felony filings.
Excuse me, don't interrupt him. He's speaking. Thank you. Go ahead. No, we're not going to leave. Thank you, though, for the offer.
Well, you let me in.
If you could shh, they're trying to have a conversation over here.
Don't tell me to shush.
Shh, ma'am, please don't be
Your
disorderly.
employees are not liking their cameras. They don't bite. Y'all have cameras everywhere. There's cameras there, this camera.
Tell me what you need. So
I'm trying to. I'm trying to. If everybody can just.
You're saying that they could get access to someone's entire life.
That's exactly correct. They could get in here and get their name, date of birth, social security number, height, weight, everything.
get signed in right there. I actually just wanted Patsy's name and social security number because all the social security numbers I got down there at the court, they have horrible credit, and I'm trying to get a new car.
Okay. Well, you can get Patsy's from the court clerk then.
Okay, thank you.
So
Maybe just the social security numbers we'll copy and take with us. What about that?
I mean, it's up to whenever you guys would like.
yeah, you know what? I just want to. That's what I want to do. I want to just copy. I just want a copy of this page. 5 pages. Yeah, I want a copy.
And not only are the police corrupt, my good friend Ron Durbin from Guerrilla Publishing exposed Judge Sharon Holmes out of Tulsa for taking her minor grandchild to the bar with her while she got completely hammered.
And in this scene here, you can see Judge Sharon Holmes entering the Hunt Club.
This is a bar and she's got her grandson in tow. She puts back 10 shots of Tito's vodka. Watch the bottom right of your screen, you'll see her grandson's head poke out. Then she finishes off her shots with 2 Tallboy White Claws as she exits the bar with her grandson again in tow as they enter her vehicle.
While intoxicated, walking to the car, and leaving.
I mean, follow the logic. Police arrest you, then you go in front of a judge. That judge, if it's Sharon Holmes, is most likely going to be drunk, allegedly, at least according to her history. So the ultimate deciding factor being the judge breaks the law, then what need do the cops have to follow or enforce it themselves? Let's jump into the video. And let me just point out that this cop has no idea what to do with this citizen. Now keep in mind, when the cop saw this guy jaywalking when there was no crosswalk present, he had no run-ins with the guy previously, and he didn't speak to him when it happened. He saw the guy walk into the store where he was going to buy a Black and Mild. He immediately threw his car in park and ran into the store. So there's no like, hey sir, how you doing? I noticed that you were jaywalking. Which would be a normal way to walk up to a citizen for something as minimal as jaywalking. This guy runs into the store, starts grabbing at his taser, and the citizen is just hysterical. He continues to try and order his product. And the cashier is going along with it. He's ready to ring him up until the cop has a total meltdown.
I'm being harassed for no reason. Hey, what's going on with you? Let me get a wine-flavored Black and Mild.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, quit digging your pants.
No, I got to pay for what I'm
What'd
supposed to
I say?
purchase. You not my father.
What did I say?
You not my father, and you harassed me for no
I'm
reason.
not, because you jaywalk.
You made this
That's
up.
called jaywalk.
Is
Use a crosswalk.
a crosswalk?
Yeah, you have to use crosswalk.
You came
when
all the way
cross.
into this store for a crosswalk?
Yeah, I did. Jaywalking. What's your name?
Millen. It's about what your name is.
What's your name? You got an ID on you? I'm gonna tell you right now, quit putting your hands in your pants. Quit putting your hands in your pants. Quit putting your hands in your pants.
Whew. My hands were in my pants. Seriously though, I think we hit him with the new remix. Roll it again.
Quit putting your hands in your pants. Quit putting your hands in your pants. Quit putting your hands in your pants.
Y'all take Apple Pay?
No, he's
You
not
look-
paying right now until I'm done with him.
Look like a
What's your name?
lawsuit. None of your business. I didn't do
somebody.
anything illegal.
What's your name?
None of your business.
Okay.
Come on, let's get everybody singing this at home. None of your business. Quit putting your hands in your pants. Quit putting your hands in your pants. This is fire.
None of your business.
Quit putting your hands in your pants. Quit putting your hands in your pants.
None of your business.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Quit putting your hands in your pocket. I'm not going to tell you again. You understand me?
You the one on camera, bro. You got
That's
me
fine.
on camera. I got
I
you
told
on
you to quit
camera.
putting your hands in your pocket.
For what? What you
Because
afraid
I don't know what's
of?
in your pocket.
I don't know what you high on.
Now to be serious for a second, the only reason I'm joking around in this video is because I want to show just how stupid, moronic, and unintelligent, low IQ, bottom of the barrel hire this cop is. And the cop's name is Officer Million. I think that's fitting because this guy, if he sues, is gonna get exactly that. Millions. But let's talk about excessive force. Aiming your taser at somebody is use of force non-deadly. And to be able to use your taser, you need to reasonably believe that the person you're standing in front of aiming your taser at is a danger to you or to the community at large. And in this officer's after-action report, he'd write up a use of force report to justify his use of force. There is no justification for this use of force. Number one, is he a danger to the officer? Absolutely not. And the danger to the officer is based on a couple of different parameters. Number one, the alleged crime in question. Jaywalking when there's no sidewalk present. Not a dangerous crime here. And it shows that this cop has nothing else to do. He's super gung-ho to be aggressive with citizens, and I bet if we pull his jacket, we'll find a lot of similar complaints. Number two, being polite, cordial, and singing. That is not a crime. That means if this cop puts on the radio to listen to his favorite jam, what's he gonna pull a taser on the artist? This has nothing to do with the alleged crime and only has to do with the fact that this citizen got this cop's goat. He pulled his card, he put it on Front Street, and this cop's starting to understand that he's looking like a total fool.
You did all of this movement to come harass me. You got
I
to
did
be
not harass you.
How
You
did a
jaywalked.
motherfucker?
I asked you for your name.
I-
That's a citation.
It's a citation.
Yes, it
It
is.
is not a citation.
Yes, it is.
Besides, a citation is a form
It's
of
a
a legal
citation.
fiction.
It's a citation. Do you want to give me your name?
Sure. My name is Victor Van.
Victor Fan.
Yeah.
Do not put your hands back in your pocket. Do you understand me?
No.
You don't understand me.
Correct.
Okay. Well, go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
No.
Yes.
No.
307. Step it up. 41. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
That's not happening.
Okay. Well, when I got you're obstructing right now.
You
You're
made
under
that
arrest for
shit up.
obstruction.
You don't even know what that means because you used it out
Okay.
of context.
No, you're obstructing a
You
lawful order.
don't know.
I have given
You
you a
cannot
lawful order.
order me to do anything because I have not broken any actual law. A real law is when you hurt somebody.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. What's your name?
I just said my name.
What is it?
Victor Van.
Now, here's the insane part. Cops like Officer Million are not only a liability to the police department and a danger to the public, in my opinion, they're also a massive waste of resources. You just saw one cop enter the scene. There will be 6 total police officers to deal with a nonviolent man in a nonviolent crime who's remained and been nothing but professional. This is your Tulsa Police Department.
VICTOR?
Correct.
VANN?
Correct.
Date of birth?
820. All right. We got a Mackenzie, a Kennedy. Dude's name is Million.
4943 by
What's this one's name? Some of the captions messing it up.
Last
and
name.
then we got
Victor,
another one.
Nora. First name.
Where's your bike at, my man?
Ida. Charlie. Tom.
I walked around here today.
I thought I saw you riding earlier.
Yeah, I stay around the corner. I was just walking
I've
to.
seen you before.
Yeah,
I saw you riding the bike.
yeah. What's that? I was going to KFC. I mean, not KFC, Taco Bell, and then I decided to come over here, and dude swerved all around the corner, acting crazy and shit. So
Okay.
there
Did
you
you
have
your
it.
bike over there at Taco Bell?
No, my bike's at home,
Where you live at?
across the street.
Like, are you homeless? Not. Are you homeless or?
No, I live across the street. I've been out here for 15 years.
Across the street is
Yeah, Franklin, my address is on
Okay,
Franklin
yeah.
Ave.
That's a few blocks down that way.
But anyway, yeah.
It's a few blocks.
Yeah, I've been out here for 15 years.
In the 100, you live in the 100 block or the 200?
100 block?
Okay. Is it those apartments?
No, I have a house. I own an
Those quad
estate out
places?
here. No, across the street from that
Okay,
place.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Are those still like boarded up or are there people living?
No,
there?
dude, it's somebody, I think somebody's living in there. Dude, it's a dude that's been working on one of the bottom apartments.
Okay, because they were getting broken.
Yeah, he got a big green dump outside, yeah.
I think they're trying to clean that place up.
Yeah, exactly. And then one of my other neighbors just moved. I talked to one of my other neighbors today, and he said they gave him a whole bunch of stuff because they were moving out. So he offered to give me basketball goals and things of that nature.
Okay. All right, cool.
So you the sergeant and manager, or
Well, I'm not a sergeant.
you just know how to talk better than that one?
Yeah,
You might have to let that one go.
Nah, he could do.
Nah, he ain't good at doing what he just did.
What do you do?
He was harassing me. I walked up here towards Taco Bell, and I seen him eyeballing me. You know, so instead of going into Taco Bell, I just walked across the street to come over here to get my cigar, and then I was gonna go back over to Taco Bell, get something to munch on, use the internet, and then take my ass back home because I'm low on data. And then he come over here acting like he's super nuts, and he don't even know what he's talking about.
So the plot thickens, and I knew that, but I wanted to let it play out for you. Overweight, toothless, white cop in Tulsa, Oklahoma sees a black man walking down the street minding his own business, and he thinks that that's a pretextual stop. This guy must have done something wrong. The reasonable articulable suspicion for my assumption is the color of his skin. And then he follows him and he waits for him to do something, anything that he can find a reason for to stop and harass this man. So he follows him and waits till he sees him jaywalking. Although the law would show that you need to be within a certain footage from a crosswalk to be actually jaywalking. In Oklahoma, you must walk within marked crosswalks when they're available between two adjacent intersections with traffic control signals. If there are no crosswalks, you need to cross at a right angle to a curb. And like I said earlier, he wasn't near a crosswalk. This dirty cop must have been sitting in his car, thinking to himself, I don't know math, what's the right angle? Let's stop the black guy. I mean, look at it. All this because a guy crossed the street and he was black.
He has the right to identify you.
No, he don't.
Why not?
Because I wasn't breaking any law. You know, real law.
Oh, well, okay. Did you not cross the street, not in a crosswalk?
Hey, that's
yes
statutory law. It is not a statute. It is not a yes or no. You know, because I'm smart enough to know how to answer the question. As you see.
Because you just said you walked across the street, not a crosswalk, so we have reason to stop you.
That's statutory law.
Okay, so that's a legal reason for him to...
No, that's statutory. Yeah. You know, real law is when you hurt somebody. You know, breaking a real law is when you hurt somebody or damage their property.
No, unfortunately, we don't have real laws and not so real laws. We have the law.
I know the difference between statutory and common law. That's why I brought it up.
Okay, so he has the right to identify you.
No, he doesn't, because I was not under this suspension of breaking any actual real law.
Are you sorry?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, you...
Yeah, no problem.
I got you.
But I do appreciate your ability to speak, because, you know, dude, he's obviously amped up on something. You guys got to give him a drug test, because he's obviously on something, messing with people walking down the street. Maybe he might have a skin color issue.
I doubt it.
Or, you know, he might be needing to make so many contacts. I know you guys work on making contacts.
So why would you, so again, and this is my question to you, why would it make you assume that? Because we're actually a union, so we don't have...
you guys got a union?
Yeah, we're union.
That is so cool.
Right?
Right.
So they can't force like contacts and they can't force us to write tickets and stuff like that. Good for us, because I don't like writing tickets.
Yeah, because that sucks. So now I'm gonna stop answering questions.
No, absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to answer questions, sir. I'll answer your questions if you want.
Sometimes hardly working.
Are you out of Jasmine?
Jasmine, I think it's all.
You're out. Well, that's not so good.
Now, I will say from my research, I had a ton of information and data as to what led up to this and how everything played out at the beginning. What I am lacking is the resolution, but I'm expecting to get it within the next 6 to 7 hours. So stay tuned, because I have a feeling the finale was much better than the intro. And if this video doesn't incense you and make you question why police are doing what they're doing in Tulsa, at least it will leave you with a new musical number. Quit putting your hands in your pants. Mind your business. But on a real note, we have police officers that are just out there doing whatever they want. I mean, seriously, how much real crime was being ignored? How many real criminals were able to get away with whatever they wanted because 6 police officers were dealing with a law-abiding, polite, and cordial citizen that didn't cross the street to the police officer's liking? But nothing surprises me when it comes to Tulsa, Oklahoma. We'll catch you on the next one. Until next time, quit putting your hands in your pants. Just kidding. That's the reason I stopped you today.